to today's heart-centered and back strength practice. We will flow through some chest opening poses and also some back strengthening poses. If you would like a shorter version of this flow, it will be linked in the description below. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We'll begin seated comfortably in a cross-legged position. Hands can rest on the thighs. If you would like, you can close the eyes. And just begin to bring your awareness to your chest and heart center. Remember to also include the back of the heart and the upper back. Just notice what you're feeling here. Maybe you feel a sense of love and openness. Or perhaps you feel guarded and protective. Or maybe you're noticing a physical sensation. Whatever you're noticing, just tell yourself it's okay. You're not trying to change anything. We're just simply acknowledging and becoming aware of how we feel. If your eyes are closed, you can go ahead and slowly open them. And we'll begin with some shoulder rolls to the back. So just rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. And then go the other direction. Last time. Go ahead and place the hands back on the legs. Take an inhale here. Exhale, drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, take the left ear to the left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale to the left. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale to the right. And just continue this a couple of more times at your own pace. Last time. Exhale, chin back to chest. And then inhale, lift the gaze forward. Go ahead and move into your tabletop position. So hands will be underneath the shoulders and knees are underneath the hips. And we'll flow through a few cat-cow here. So inhale, lift the tailbone, chin and chest. Exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, round the back, sending the back of the heart toward the ceiling. Inhale, lift the tailbone, chin and chest. Exhale, round the back towards the ceiling. And again, flow through this at your own pace. Come back to your neutral tabletop position, and we'll make our way into puppy pose. So leaving the hips stacked over the knees, walk the hands out far in front of you. Then go ahead and take the forehead to the ground. You also have the option of taking the chin and chest to the ground. Breathe here. On an inhale, press the hands into the ground, lift the chest, and walk your hands back underneath you to come into tabletop. From here, we'll move into thread the needles. So take the right hand, send it between the left hand, left thigh, place the shoulder onto the ground, send the left arm out long overhead, and just barely shift the hips over to the right. Breathe here. Go ahead and move your left hand back in front of your face, press back up into tabletop, and we'll do that on the other side. So left hand moves in between the right hand, left thigh, place the shoulder onto the ground, send the right arm overhead, and shift the hips just slightly over to the left. Last inhale here. Take the right hand back in front of the face, press into the ground, come back into your tabletop, and send the hips back to sit on your heels. Clasp the hands together and just make some circles. And then go the other direction. Take the right arm out in front of you, palm facing up, and with the left hand, press the fingertips towards the floor. And then let it go slowly. Turn the palm so it's facing towards the ground, and with the left hand, press the fingertips towards the floor again. And slowly let it go and shake the hand out. We'll do that with the left hand. So left hand out long in front of you, palm facing up. With the right hand, press the fingers towards the floor. And then slowly let it go. Flip the hand, and then with the right hand, press the fingers towards the floor one more time. Slowly let it go and shake the hand out. Go ahead and return to your tabletop position. Send the right leg out long behind you. Left hand moves forward on the mat. On an inhale, lift the left hand and right leg as high as you can, sending the chest forward. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale to lift. Exhale, elbow to knee. Do this 3 more times at your pace. Last time, place the knee and the hand back down on the ground. And we'll do that on the other side. So left leg goes out long behind you. Right hand goes forward on the mat. On an inhale, lift the right arm and left leg, sending the chest forward. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale to lift. Exhale, elbow to knee. 3 more times at your pace. And go ahead and lower the hand and knee back down when you're finished. And from here, we will move into Sphinx pose. So go ahead and shift the weight forward, lower the hips and thighs to the ground. Place the forearms on the ground with the elbows slightly forward of the shoulders. And have the sensation of pulling the chest forward between the hands. Legs and hips can remain relaxed. Breathe here. And then go ahead and lower down to the ground. Send the arms out wider than the shoulders and tent the fingers on the ground. Gaze is down at the floor. And on an inhale, press into the ground with the hands, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, lower. Go ahead, bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Press yourself into tabletop. And then tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out the feet here. And on your next inhale, walk the feet between the hands. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come to stand, raising the arms overhead. And exhale, lower the hands back down. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, lower the hands, clasp them behind the back, aim the hands towards the ground, lift the chest toward the ceiling. Tiny back bend. On an exhale, bend the knees, keep the hands clasped, and then fold forward. Take a breath here. Slowly release the hands, lower them down to the ground. Step back, downward facing dog. From here, on an inhale, begin to round the back and send the weight over the shoulders, coming into your plank. Exhale, lower the hips down to the ground, cobra. Take a breath here. And on your exhale, shift back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot between the hands. Lower the back knee to the ground. Move into low lunge, lift the chest and lift the arms overhead. Breathe here. From here, we will move into goalpost arms. So just bend at the elbows and bring them to about shoulder level. Lift the chest toward the ceiling. Breathe. And on your next exhale, bring the hands back down to the ground. Shift the weight back over the left knee. Straighten the right leg. Half split. Breathe here. On your next inhale, go ahead and shift forward again, low lunge, send the chest forward. Exhale, back to half split. Inhale, low lunge, chest reaches forward. Exhale, half split. Do this 3 more times at your own pace. Last time, inhale, forward. Exhale, shift back. On your next inhale, plant the hands on the ground and send the left foot to meet the right between the hands. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to stand, raise the arms overhead. And exhale, lower the hands back down. We'll do that again on the left side. So, inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, lower the hands, clasp them behind the back. Aim the hands towards the ground, lift the chest toward the ceiling. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees with the hands clasped, forward fold. Take an inhale here. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog. On an inhale, begin to roll forward into plank. Lower the hips to the ground, cobra. Inhale here. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, step the left foot between the hands. Drop the right knee to the ground. Lift the chest and the arms overhead, low lunge. Breathe here. Last breath here. And on an exhale, send the arms down, goalpost arms, lift the chest. Last inhale. Exhale, take the hands to the ground, shift the weight back over the right knee, straighten the left leg, half split. Breathe here. On an inhale, send the weight back forward, low lunge. Send the chest forward. Exhale, return to half split. Inhale, send the chest and weight forward. Exhale, half split. Do this 3 more times at your pace. Last time, half split. Send the weight back forward, plant the hands on the ground, lift the back leg. Send the right foot to meet the left in the middle. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come to stand, raising the arms overhead. Exhale, lower the hands to the ground. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, lower, clasping behind the back. Lift the chest, tiny back bend. Take a breath here. On an exhale, fold forward. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands, step back into downward facing dog. Take a breath here. On an inhale, shift the weight forward, finding plank. And then lower into your cobra. Inhale here. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And on an inhale, step the right foot between the hands to come into low lunge. So find strength in the legs, lift the chest and arms overhead. Take a breath here. And on your exhale, lower the hands straight out in front of you. From here, we're going to twist the chest to the right by dragging the right arm across the body, open the chest, send the arm back behind you. Twisted high lunge, breathe here. Last inhale here. Exhale, let the right hand find the left leg, lift the left arm overhead, tiny back bend, send the chest upward. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands back down to the ground. Send the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come to stand, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, lower the hands. Other side. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, clasp the hands behind the back, lift the chest. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Breathe here. Slowly let the hands go. Place them on the ground. Step back to downward facing dog. Take a breath here. On an inhale, send the weight forward, finding your plank position. And then lower the hips down to the ground, cobra. Inhale here. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. On your inhale, step the left foot between the hands for high lunge. Strengthen the legs, lift the chest, send the arms overhead. Take a breath here. And then send the arms straight out in front of you and we'll come into our twist. So inhale, drag the left arm in front of the body, opening the chest up to the left. Left arm is behind you. Breathe. Last inhale here. Exhale, send the left hand down to meet the right leg. Right arm reaches overhead. Lift the chest, tiny back bend. Last inhale here. Exhale, windmill the hands down to the ground. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Last inhale. And then exhale, make your way to a seated position. From here, we'll move into boat pose. So you can take your version of boat pose, whether that means just balancing on the sit bones with the toes barely grazing the ground. You can have shins parallel to the ceiling or toes to the ceiling. So it's your choice. So to begin, sit back on the sits bones. Find your balance. On an inhale, come into your version. Breathe. Lifting the chest. And go ahead, let it go. Come into your butterfly position and shake out the legs. We'll do that 2 more times. So inhale to prepare, bringing the toes to the floor. Exhale, your version of boat. Trying to keep the chest lifted as high as possible. Last inhale. Exhale, let it go. Butterfly, shake the legs out. And one last time. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, your version of boat. Last inhale. Exhale, butterfly. Okay, so remaining in your seated position, I'm just going to turn to face forward. Keep the soles of the feet on the ground. Take the left foot and feed it under the right leg. Take the right leg over the left thigh. Adjust so that your hips are both on the ground. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Breathe here. Last inhale. Exhale, bring the chest back to center. From here, we'll move into cow face position. So the knees or the legs are going to stay basically where they are. You're just going to shift a little bit so that the knees are stacking and both hips are planted on the ground. So you can stay here, or you can attempt to bind the hands behind the back by taking the right hand behind you, placing it between the shoulder blades. Left arm reaches overhead, bend at the elbow, and you're aiming for clasping the fingers together. If they don't reach, that's fine. Keep the chest lifted. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, slowly let the hands go if you have them reaching together. Untwist the legs. We'll go to the other side. So right foot feeds underneath the left leg. Left leg goes over the right thigh. Adjust so that your hips are both on the ground. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Last inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Again, we'll adjust so that our knees are stacking and both hips are on the ground. Remember, you can stay here or you can work on clasping the hands behind you. So left hand will go between the shoulder blades. Right arm reaches overhead and then clasp the fingers together or just aim for it. They don't have to be clasped together. Inhale, lift the chest. Breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, slowly let the hands go and unwind your legs and then make your way into a reclined position. So laying down on the ground, pull your knees into the chest. Rock a little bit from side to side. Leaving your knees pulled into the chest, you can take your arms out into a T or a goalpost position. Let the legs fall over to the left while the head turns to the right. Breathe here. On an inhale, bring the knees back into the chest. And then exhale, let the knees fall over to the right and head will turn to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Send the legs out long and wider than the hips. Arms rest down beside you, palms facing up, Shavasana. You can close the eyes if you're comfortable with it. Resting here, letting the breath slow down. Slowly begin to wiggle the fingers and toes. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. Pull the knees into the chest. Rolling over onto one side. And then pressing yourself back up to seated. Keeping the eyes closed. Then place your awareness back at your heart center. Noticing how you feel. Remembering we're not trying to change anything, we're just simply becoming aware. Take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose or mouth. 2 more times. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Last time. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Slowly open your eyes. Thank you for practicing with me today. Bye.